James Bouknight is back, and James Bouknight is joining us now on Big East Shoot-Around. The UConn Huskies star with 18 points in his return to the lineup as UConn beat Providence to get revenge on the Friars, and now a big matchup on Saturday afternoon against Villanova. James, thanks so much for taking the time. First off the top, in your return, just over 7 minutes into the game, you just ignite Gamble Pavilion with that putback jam. What were you thinking on that sequence?
Oh, man, when I got subbed in the game, I was just thinking, like, go out there, play hard, and try to have an impact on the game anyway, defensively or offensively. And then I saw Ty had missed a three, and I just took advantage of the opportunity, and it just happened to turn into a highlight.
How many times have you seen that clip?
I watched it a couple times.
I would too. I've watched it more than a couple times too. It was awfully impressive. What was the feeling for you after 8 games you miss due to the elbow injury, and your team's grinding it out, James, 4-4, but they're not the same without you. You're this team's alpha. I mean, what was the feeling stepping back onto the court with them?
Just being, so excited. I was just so excited to be back out there with my teammates. Like I said in the post game yesterday, sitting out and watching the team, and when the team's losing and you feel like you're not able to do anything, that's the worst feeling. So just being out there and being able to help my team pick up a W, that's the best feeling.
As each game passes that you're out in, everybody's wondering, when is he coming back? When is he coming back? But, James, I think sometimes the outsider doesn't understand what you are going through. Can you take us inside, whether it be your dorm room or just whether it be those phone calls, those conversations, of that process, and how, as a player, you navigate that process?
Well, being injured is, one of the most frustrating things. There were days during the whole process where I was, at my worst. I didn't want to talk to anyone. I would just, sit in my room with the lights off. But just the culture here at UConn, it's my teammates, the staff, they just stuck by my side the whole time, from day 1 to day 43, just all the way up till game time. They just told me to stay with it, and my time's going to come, and when it comes, I'm going to be ready for it. And my strength coach always says, just stay ready so you don't got to get ready. So that's what I did.
How much does that culture at UConn start with Dan Hurley?
Oh yeah, he's the head of it. Without him, it's the energy dips. He's the lead dog, really. Out of all the Huskies, he's the one that he pulls us, and he brings the energy every day, and we match it. And when we do it collectively, we're a tough team to compete with.
Yeah, I want to look back at a sequence. It was on Saturday at Xavier. One of your guys took a charge. You were on the baseline looking on.
Wow.
And I'm watching Coach sprint to the paint.
Mm-hmm.
What are you thinking?
That's when we see stuff like that, that's like normal for us. We see that every day in practice. We see all the intensity. We see all of it. You guys just get to see it on game night. So for us, that's normal, and it just fires us up. You probably saw everyone on the bench get excited, everyone riled up, and it just pushes us and makes us play harder.
You're a Brooklyn kid, New York's own, and we're just a few weeks away from the Big East tournament. I want to go big picture here a little bit. I'm sure you've seen Kemba Walker and the likes of Ray Allen. The list goes on and on of Big East tournament moments. How much have you given thought to that idea that you get to step inside Madison Square Garden and have a chance to leave your mark at home?
Man, that would be literally a dream come true. Being able to bring this team and win a Big East championship, that would be a dream come true. Be able to stamp our that's just another stepping stone in history at UConn.
What is happening right now at UConn?
A lot. We're just changing the program around. 3 years ago, 4 years ago, this program wasn't really much to talk about, but we're just trying to bring it back to the top. like Coach Hurley always says, like just always competing, relentless effort. All the little things we got to do to just be great again, and we're doing it right now.
What do you think this team needs to do to be great?
We need to be tough, and we need to rely on each other. We need to be there for each other when things aren't going well. All we have is each other. So we just need to hold each other accountable, stay together, and everything else will just come.
During your injury, I assume you're watching a lot of basketball. Who do you enjoy watching the most?
Like NBA?
Yeah.
LeBron. LeBron.
It's.
I actually been watching a lot of Dame though. I watch a lot of Dame. I think that we have like a similar game, and I try to take a lot from what he has and apply it to myself.
How do you balance that idea, James? You know, this is interesting in college basketball. You're out to take UConn to great heights here. A Big East championship is on your mind. An NCAA tournament run is on your mind. But there's no mistaking, man, on sites, you've got a lot of love from people who are saying, hey, James Bouknight can be a pro. What goes into your mind when you think about all that? It's obviously a lot of excitement to balance. I'm just curious how you go about it.
I mean, it's definitely difficult, but I try to like not think about that stuff right now. Like I just try to focus on the moment and stay in the present, and just know that the guys that's here with me, we're all just players on this team what we're trying to do is bigger than all of us, and that's what I'm trying to focus on right now.
What do you think is the biggest, perhaps, weakness or area of concern in your game at this time a year ago that you think you've grown in the most?
Defensively, definitely. I feel I'm more confident on the defensive end and just telling myself, like whoever I'm guarding, you're just not going to score. So defensively and definitely leading, like being a vocal leader. I feel like last year I was more of just like a leader, leading with my play and my abilities. But this year, I feel like I could tell guys like what I see and what they're doing wrong and what we need to adjust and do throughout the rest of the game. And I feel like I have a big voice on this team and people listen to what I have to say.
A Big East rivalry gets renewed Saturday, 1 o'clock on Fox. It's UConn. It's Villanova from Philly. What do you make of this showdown?
It's game day. We coming.
It's game day. We coming. I'm curious as well. Villanova's been the class of the Big East. You know where they stand in college basketball. Just how much respect do you have for what they've been able to do, and what kind of a stage do you think this is for you and the rest of your team to try to take advantage and make a statement?
Well, Coach always tells us to have a respectful fear of our opponent. We know that Nova is like the one of the most winningest programs in college basketball, and it's not going to be an easy game. But we know what we have on our mind and the goals we have, and we know that coming up with a win on Saturday, that's just going to show the nation that we're serious about what we're trying to do.
What are your thoughts on Colin Gillespie, their point guard?
He's a tough guard, a veteran guard. He's been around a lot of winning. He's a great leader. Props to him, but we're coming, like I said.
You're in the American last year. You come into the Big East this season. We talked about that Big East tournament. And it's not as if you've played a lot of Big East games due to that injury. I'm just curious, though, in the Big East, how would you describe life in this conference?
Every game is a war. Every game. From the bottom of the conference to the top, every game is a war. Like you have a chance to lose every game if you go in and just lackadaisical and not prepared for the game, not ready to play. It's just gonna be a battle every night. So you got to be ready in this league.
James Bouknight, what is your why? Why do you love basketball?
I love winning. I love family, and just like what it could do for me and the positions it could put me in. The people I've met. I met so many people at UConn. It's just like basketball has changed my life. So.
There's always a time in somebody's career where maybe you got doubted, maybe somebody talked a certain way, or you thought, I've been counted out. Can you tell me about one of those moments?
When I was a junior, I had tore my meniscus. and a lot of schools stopped recruiting me. A lot of coaches stopped calling me. A lot of people said I was going to be a bust, or I would come back the same player. But Coach Turley and the rest of the staff here, they stuck with me, and it paid off.
How much does the belief that they have in you inspire belief for you in them?
Oh, I have like the utmost respect for my coaches. Everything they have to say. Whatever they tell me, I listen and I soak it in, because they've been around this game much longer than me, and they know it better than me. So what they have to say is always like the most important thing to me.
All right, rapid fire time. Your favorite meal?
Favorite meal, steak and mashed potatoes.
That's good. That's hearty. That's home cooked. That's good stuff right there. That's what I'm talking. That's blue collar meal right there. That's a great way to start this out. All right, 3 artists or songs that you're listening to pregame.
Lil Durk, Lil Baby, and Gunna. It's gonna change though. Like that, those are just like the 3 that came to my mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Lil Baby's been a leader in the clubhouse from all Big East players throughout this season. Have you had any hot sauce this season?
Have I had any hot sauce? Yeah, I did the challenge. I did it.
What do you think of all that?
I'm gonna post a video. Oh no, it's actually amazing. Like the amount of money we've been able to raise and just to show like the support of our fan base, it's amazing.
James, what's your message to the fan base?
We're coming. We got unfinished business.
James Bouknight, the ever-confident James Bouknight and his UConn Huskies taking on 10th-ranked Villanova Saturday afternoon. James, congratulations on your success thus far. Good luck here in the home stretch of this season.
Appreciate it. Thank you.